What's poppin' YouTube? It's your boy CR21 back with another video. SmackDown review, man, from October 30th, 2020. Hope everyone had a good day. And hopefully everyone enjoyed SmackDown tonight. Thought this show was decent. Last week was awesome. This week was decent. The main talking point, Jey Uso turning heel. So we're going to get into that straight up a little bit later. So we kick off the night with Roman Reigns, Paul Heyman, and Jey Uso cutting a pretty good promo. Basically hyping up Jey Uso versus Daniel Bryan in the main event. And then saying, Jey Uso kept saying like, oh, he didn't quit. He only quit for the one person that he will ever quit to, Jimmy Uso. And I like that segment. I thought it was pretty cool, the emotion. Then Roman said he had to do what he had to do. And that he's basically the tribal chief now. The tribal chief of all the tribal chiefs. And Jey Uso, he said that he didn't beat him. And then Roman Reigns said enough with the excuses, that he quit, that Roman promised to make Jey Uso quit, and he did, and end of story from there. And then the main event came up soon, which was actually crazy. So we're going to get into that almost, guys. First match of the night, a qualifying match for the Survivor Series team, Kevin Owens versus Dolph Ziggler. Thought it was a very good match. I really enjoyed that Famouser counter from the pop-up powerbomb. He had in mid-air a Famouser. That was awesome. Then Bobby Roode or Robert Roode gets banned from ringside. That was all fun and games. And then we got a couple good spots. But at the end, Kevin Owens with the win, which was cool. And yeah, I like to see, Kevin Owens bringing that in that spotlight again. So hopefully this leads to some good stuff. But for right now, he's the first one announced for the Survivor Series team. So that's a pretty big deal for now for Kevin. Basically, we have here a Carmella promo talking about how she's untouchable, and that next week she's going to prove why she is untouchable to the whole women's division. Very interesting what they do, in my opinion. I think they're going to have Sasha win next week, and then have Carmella and start off that Carmella and Sasha Banks feud for the near future after like her Oscar match. So I do believe that's what they're going to go for. So I'm very interested in it. A pretty decent promo by Carmella. Good. I'm happy she's back, and hopefully she could become a champion once again. But for right now, no. But I really want them to like book her strongly. I know it sounds weird, but I want her to book her strongly to like legitimize her as a top threat in the women's division. We had Bianca Belair versus Billie Kay, Natalya in a triple threat match. The winner qualifies for the Women's Survivor Series team. This match was basically a filler. Wasn't the worst thing in the world, but wasn't the best. There was a lot of botches in this. Billie Kay as a single competitor is just not going to work out. I thought she was better, but this match, obviously she can improve, but she needs a lot to improve. But Bianca Belair did good, showing her dominance. Natalya did good too. It's just, I don't know, Billie Kay just made this match kind of weird. I think if it was just Natalya and Bianca, I think it could have been solid. But we'll see where they go from there. But Bianca with the big win. So she's the first one added to the team. So that's all cool though. That happy Bianca Belair is also getting the spotlight for the Women's Survivor Series team. Hopefully it leads to also some big things in the future for Bianca Belair. Then we have something that I describe as one of the weirdest and most shocking promos that I've seen in quite some time. I was never so shocked. Aaliyah and Murphy actually kiss. Now, like, that's it. That's all for me. Because I was like, alright, when I saw them coming out, I'm like, okay, everything's good. But I know they're not going to kiss because I know Aaliyah has like a legitimized real boyfriend in real life. If you guys follow her on Instagram. So I was like, you know what? Nah, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. But no, it did. So Seth Rollins, the guy is amazing at reacting. He was so priceless when Lana and Bobby Lashley kissed, and now with Aaliyah and Dominic, he had a funny reaction. Mysterio was done for. Dominic he didn't even want to be in that position, but man, it happened. So at this point, I wouldn't even be shocked in the Fiend and Alexa Bliss kiss now that I was so shocked that Aaliyah and Murphy kiss. So hopefully it doesn't happen with Alexa Bliss though. I just want to see them, tear apart this whole thing. But I don't need no kissing and all that type of stuff. Just save that, you know what I'm saying? Just save that. But man, this segment was pretty cool, so we'll see what they do from there. So we had the Street Profits versus Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro, and this was actually a very good tag match. Yo, Montez Ford took a nasty bump. I thought he died. I wish Michael Cole was like, oh my god, he went straight into the Thunderdome. I thought he was gonna go for that. I would have been hyped up. And man, Cesaro, man, this guy has to be a champion. Pound for pound, the strongest guy in the locker room. This match was cool, and yeah, I loved every second of it. I was actually hyped up for this match. Could have been match of the night, in my opinion. But, and yeah, the Street Profits with the win. And I'm very excited for the New Day versus Street Profit match. You know, it's going to be a banger. It has the possibility to be match of the night or Survivor Series. It has the possibility to be that good of a match. But that was all cool. And then we had Sasha Banks coming out, cutting a promo. Pretty good promo by the boss Sasha Banks. Then I was thinking to myself, who's going to interrupt? Because Sasha said something like, I'm happy we ended this storyline, something like that. I thought it was like Carmella, I don't know. I'm trying to think of the roster at that point. But then we come here, Bailey. So, you know, I'm excited. I'm like, okay, let's see what happens here. Bailey cutting a good promo. Sasha going at it. And then Sasha was like, you know, I thought we ended already, stuff like that. So that happened, and then basically what happened, Sasha Banks accepts Bailey's challenge, and then Bailey was like, you know, you've never successfully retained the title, that you haven't held it for like more than a month, stuff like that. That's very true, so I'm scared. I'm legit scared. Is Bailey gonna take the title back? You see, it's like SmackDown has been so good. It's like they're making me want to tune in for next week. I can't wait for next week. I wonder what's gonna happen. So that's the excitement I get. I wish I got that from Monday Night Raw, you know what I mean? But it was all cool, but we'll see what they do with that, though. Comment down below who you guys think is going to win, Bailey or Sasha Banks. Because it could go either way, but I think I'm sticking with Sasha Banks. And then Carmella comes in, like my prediction I was doing earlier. And then we got the ending, and boy, this was so shocking. Alright, so we got Daniel Bryan versus Jey Uso. Kind of disappointing. It wasn't, I was expecting it so much. I wanted that Jey Uso and AJ Styles level because, you know, that match was fantastic. And it was good. It was good. It was in the main event. Roman Reigns came out. Paul Heyman is hilarious looking at Roman Reigns for like 10 minutes straight. Paul Heyman is amazing. I could watch Paul Heyman all day. And then we got a pretty good segment. And the match, cool, everything. But then Jey Uso beats Daniel Bryan clean. So he had 2 super kicks. And he had 2 like frog splashes and all that. So yeah, so I was like, alright, this has been a good match. And then Jey Uso pins Daniel Bryan, former world champion, clean. And then, alright, then my brain started, okay, what's going to happen here? Is Roman going to win? But in my mind, I had it that Jey Uso was going to turn. But I wasn't expecting. I was like, nah, it's not going to happen. All of a sudden, Jey Uso just kicks Daniel Bryan. And I look at the TV for like 10 seconds, like, what just happened? I swear, I was like, I didn't have a reaction. Like, I was actually not expecting it. So, Jey Uso turns heel. And then I'm like, okay, it's probably, you know, a tease, something like that. No, he does another one. Beats him on the outside. Kicks him into the stairs. Yeah, he threw him into the steel stairs. Then through the announce table. He does a frog splash to the announce table. That was all cool. And then, you know, he basically tells Roman Reigns, like, you know, you're right. I'll be with you. You got to do what you got to do to make a name for yourself. They both stand tall. Paul Heyman, disbelief. You know how Paul Heyman be. And that's SmackDown goes off the air. Roman Reigns leaves with a smile on his face. Yeah, SmackDown goes off the air. 9:58 p.m. Eastern Time. And I thought that was all pretty cool. SmackDown, if I had to give it a rating tonight, I will give SmackDown tonight a solid 7 out of 10. Solid, yeah, like a 7 out of 10, because there was a lot of good stuff in this show and important stuff. Just can't wait for next week. If you guys did enjoy this review, please give it a like. And I'm out, y'all. Thanks for watching.